Bitcoin has finally hit the $100,000 milestone, and not only that, all our IT stocks are also hitting a new all-time high, driven by a very positive US market. Hey guys, welcome to Post Market Report, and as you can see, I have Nifty chart here today on a 15 minutes time frame. After opening with a flat opening, market has taken quite a bit of bullish momentum, and we noticed, a sharp decline in the second half of the market, but still Nifty recovered quite well. And as you can see, the most of the positivity in the market today comes from the US market, and our counterpart of that is Bitcoin, actually, a cryptocurrency crossing $100,000 mark for the first time. And here are a few reasons why this particular thing conspired today. Basically, Donald Trump, who has become the newest president of United States, appointed someone called Paul Atkins, who is actually a pro crypto lawyer, and he's becoming the new US SEC. So SEC, guys, basically is like how SEBI is there in India, SEC is there for US. Now, clearly, someone who's pro crypto will be heading that whole part of the government. So, clearly, this is a great news for Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies as well. So, we can notice a huge surge. And not only this, the road to the $100,000 had a lot of positive influence from Trump. For example, not only did he say that we will create our own fund about a reserve based on bitcoins to hedge against that inflation, so that formed a huge positive influence in the whole cryptocurrency world. And not only that, Trump is expected to bring a positive business friendly approach to cryptocurrency, as in businesses will now be able to friendly accept big cryptocurrencies. They were able to in US before as well, but now I think the ease of process will become easier because Trump is pro cryptocurrency. And next off, we have another major news coming from US, that is US Fed rate. As we discussed, the meeting will take place on, I think, 15th to 17th of this month. It is one of the biggest event that will be happening, and along with that, we also have GST Council meeting this Friday, and then our own interest rate cut meeting will happen, I think, on first Monday of the next week, that is next Monday. So now, as you can see, US Fed rate meeting, there are a huge prediction going on that there will be a huge interest cut because of a growing inflation. So we'll have to notice and wait and see what happens, because if there is an interest cut, that is a great news for the market, because then it means companies will be able to borrow more money with less interest rate. So clearly this is a great news for our IT stocks, because they operate mostly in US countries. So clearly any positive news in the market that is concerns US will also concern our IT stocks. As you can see, IT sector in itself has hit a new all-time high at 44,806. So clearly US is bringing a very positive change in the overall economy and in our markets as well. So next off, as you can see over here, Tata Consultancy, one of the biggest IT stocks of India, is up about 2.3%. Infosys up about 2.4%, and LTI Mindtree as well is up about 2%. And next off, we have the classic rivals, that is Swiggy and Zomato, which actually both of these shares surged in a huge up move rally today. And today they made one more, basically a clarification regarding their 10-minute food delivery app called as Bolt. So basically they want to deliver foods within 10 minutes apparently, and they denied all the market speculation that they're about to start a new company or some sort of an expansion. They're mentioning that this is just the ordinary course of business itself, because business is so booming that people thought there was another expansion, but that's not the case, it seems. So as you can see, Swiggy's quarterly results were really good. Their GOE, that is order value, has gone up by 76% if you compare it to last year. But again, guys, Zomato is clearly beating Swiggy in all its number, especially the Blinkit, which is owned by Zomato, is clearly beating Swiggy's current market share of it. So we'll have to see how the whole thing will turn out over the years. And next off, I have the chart of Swiggy over here. As you can see, market opened with a flat opening. After that, there's a huge surge when the news came about the clarification and the quarterly results. And next off, I have another important update from the RBI MPC meeting. As you can see, if you might have noticed, all the banking related stocks are in a green territory. They're hoping that because of the upcoming MPC meeting that I just mentioned, which has already started this Wednesday, but will get over on Friday, that is, I think, day after tomorrow, we'll be able to notice a huge volatility in the market when that happens. And clearly, because our GDP has dropped, people are expecting RBI to cut our interest rate. We'll have to wait and see what will happen, but clearly, market is going with it on a positive note. And next off, we have one of those rare moments where entire market is up, but Janus Power has hit a 5% lower socket, and the reason is basically Directorate of Enforcement. That is, I think ED has conducted some sort of a raid on its chairman's residence. So basically, when the news hit the market, obviously it's a and as you can see, headed on an upward rally, but it was cut short with a huge gap down and then further downfall in the Janus Power stock. And next off, I have an important update on Vada Idea as well. Apparently, they're again trying to raise about 2,000 crore funds on December 9th through preferential issue. So, to the promoter group itself. So, clearly, it will not affect our markets, but still, they have some huge plans upcoming. So, clearly, we notice this is the reason behind why Vodafone was so active and trading with very high volumes for the last couple of days, trying to again raise more money. And next up, we have the market makers, that is BSE and CDSL, which are a stock market related stocks in the stock market, and they were all up by a huge amount today. BSE up about 13%, and CDSL up by 8%. Clearly, and this also comes after just yesterday we had a news report that said BSE will be included in the FNO segment now, so we'll be able to trade BSE's options. So clearly, after that news, I think market makers have actually realized that their volumes have increased. They're able to get more business. So clearly, I think this is a fundamental driven news. As we can see, a clear up move in both of these stocks. Here I have BSE share on an upward rally for quite a while now, but today's chart shows a huge up momentum followed by a huge volume as well. And we can notice the same thing in CDSL, a huge breakout along with huge spike in volume as well. So clearly, some new big investors have entered into the stock.
If you're a trader following market calls and tips for day trading, use our tool RNT, Research and Trade. All you have to do is link RNT to your trading account, then just sit and relax. Turn trading into business at app.gwcindia.live. Check out description for more details.
Disclaimer: investments in the securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.